Hello, hello. I'm so happy to be here today. I am going to send out my invites really fast and then get started. This is going to be quick and easy. I printed out my stencil and we're going to apply it and then move to the next step. So please tell me who's here, where you're from. Tell me how long you've been with Puzzle Tumblers. If you how you found us would be really kind of great for us to know all of this, because we get to see you guys and hear you guys, but we never get to know much more after we put you in. So tell me more. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and a fantastic week. I'm going to find myself on the Puzzle Tumblers page without letting you look at the top of my head. My little computer over here, so I can answer questions, but this is a super simple. I cut out one of the stencils that I made. I'm going to do a video, if you have Silhouette, on how to use the stencils. If you have Cricut and you would like to do a live to help people understand it more, I would really like that. So anyway, tag a few more and then I'm going to get started. I was putting some fabric on a cup. I think I got pretty much everyone sent out an invite. All right, so here is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you down here. Talk to me. I'm on my computer. Oh, let me move that. So I can answer questions as we go along. How are you guys? Hi, Miss Rachel. I miss you. You need to come over here and do some crafting with me. You're like here. You and Kim need to both come over. Miss Linda's on. Hello. Hello, Maria. Miss Ashley. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Cindy. Oh, yeah. You weren't supposed to see that. Sorry. We'll talk, Linda. I have an N on those, but it's I had to do some finagling to get that fabric. So okay, so this is what we're using today, guys. This is going to be the 20 skinny. The top is 9.5. Oops, sorry, 9 1/4. The bottom is 8.5, and it is 8 inches long. I will put that on the website. So what I did was I used it and I cut out my stencil right here. So we're going to apply this. Now I did what's called a different type of reverse weeding. It's not the kind where you stick it on and you pull your pieces, your small pieces. I made a stencil using removable vinyl. So I'm going to apply this to the cup. This is going to be the bottom. This is going to be our top, and it's exactly 8 inches high so that we can apply it, and it should meet in the middle. The way my day's gone today, though, guys, I can't guarantee this is going to work. It has been a day, let me tell you. So here's our stencil. I will upload the stencil to the Puzzle Tumblers page, but this is all it is. I'm putting my hand under it so you can see it. This is all it is. All I did was I cut it out of the removable vinyl, and then I removed the pieces that I don't want on there so that we can use it as a stencil. So the next thing we'll do is we'll lie it down, and we're going to take our cup and put it in the center, all the way from top to bottom, just like this. And now, fingers crossed, I'm going to roll it over, and it didn't roll over correctly. Luckily, this is removable. This is why you use removable, because it removes. All right. We're going to lay this around the top and around the bottom. Y'all saw me do this last. I'm telling you, my day has been one heck of a day. There we go. 20 ounce. And I'm going to do this, and we're going to go with it. All right, so you need to make sure that this is down really, really well on this area right here. See what I'm talking about? It's kind of been my day. I didn't make it wide enough, but this is okay because here's the thing. I can put my decal there, which I think it's going to be stand tall. Everything will be okay. And for the few of you that know what I'm talking about, hey, Miss Deborah. Hi, Barb. Yeah, it's been a day. Okay, so now we're going to remove the, I'm going to remove some of the extra down here. I thought I made it wide enough, and I did not. And that is just because I was a little busy while doing this. All right, so I'm going to remove the vinyl. And when I do things, I have a tendency to put a piece of white vinyl around the top anyway, so that should be okay. Now I'm going to remove the, if I can find it, there it is. So the other cup I had planned to use, I got home today and went, oh, I didn't prep it last night. So I went on ahead and put it on the turner, hoping that today it would do something, and yeah, it didn't. So what I did was I spray painted this cup. I'll use that other one for something. I spray painted it gold, and then I sealed it with my triple thick, which is okay because we are going to use alcohol ink on here. Ooh. Little spots like that I'm gonna have to fix. That's what happens when you don't allow your spray paint to dry overnight. Let your spray paint dry overnight and this won't happen. Another thing you could think about doing is putting epoxy on top of your spray paint so that things like this won't happen. But as I said, it's fixable. So when you see the paint coming up, it's because I didn't let it dry overnight. Spray painted it about 2 hours ago. So it's pulling up some of my paint at the top because it's not dry. But I'm thinking what I might do is I am thinking after I finish with my alcohol inks, I'm going to find spots and use some glitter as well on here. It is, isn't it, Barb? You know, this is all I've ever used. This just comes in a roll. And I also laid this down fairly tight on it. So what I plan on doing is I don't want all of it to be alcohol ink. I do want some of it to be this, it's fall, y'all. It's a pretty brown. It goes great with the gold. So I will go back in over spots that are alcohol inked and I will put some glitter on top of it. So the spots that are blank right here that were pulled up by the tape, that's what I will do. You should be okay if you let your spray paint dry. I did not do that because, well, it's been a day. I missed a spot. There's one right here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use 2 different alcohol inks on here. No, I say we're done. I'm joking. I have to find humor in the day. We're going to use these natural sponges. I got these at Walmart. They're folk art, but you can get these as well over at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I believe I saw some sponges at the Dollar Tree, but I don't know that I would trust them. I like them because they're different. All the spots are different on here. You can cut them and have different sizes, so you don't always have. The next thing you want to make sure you do when you use these is you want to tear your corners. You don't want it to have a square, because if you do, it'll If you don't tear your corners, you're going to have little square spots on your cup, and you'll see that you didn't tear it. So it will be a perfect little square. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing today? All right. Y'all need to come over here and take my stuff off. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use these. Put my gloves on because I've learned from the past that I don't like alcohol ink under my nails. I don't like it. I don't like it. I will literally leave the room and go scrub my hands if I get them under my nails. So you don't want me to do that. Again, I'm going to put right here, stand tall, everything will be okay. There's a really cute one that I saw online. Another thing we could do here is you can put some gold leaf in spots. That would be fun. It would be kind of fun. But anyway, so we're going to do some of this. And if anybody else has any ideas, let me know. We're going to be using possibly teak wood. I dose some espresso, and we're going to throw in some yellow. So that it doesn't look uniform, because you know they're not uniform. Okay. Just apply this on here like you would any other. And I'm going to apply a little bit of the yellow. Oh, no, Linda. See, that would totally freak me out. We may not be using yellow because I can't get the lid off of it. That's what happens when you get old. My dad said my warranties run out. I can't get it off, so we may not be using yellow. See if I can get my husband to get this off, because I really want to use this. Okay, can you try to get the lid off of this for me? Every time I come in here, I say, okay, I'm going live, get the cuss words out. I don't need him saying cuss words. All right, so all we're going to do is just dab onto our cup, just like this. Turn every once in a while. It's right there. Just like that. Is it stuck? Like really stuck?
It's not engaging.
And because we're using the sponge and dabbing it on, I don't know if you remember in the 80s when, in the late 90s when we would sponge on, it's not going to be perfect, which is what we want, because there isn't a perfect giraffe on this planet. Girl, let me tell you, my warranty ran out, and they keep trying to call me to either vote in the election or buy a new warranty. I haven't decided yet. Some of them are trying to sell me insurance that I already have, which really bothers me, because wouldn't they know that I already have their insurance? Just saying. Goes a long way, but I love how this is looking. Put a little bit of teak wood on here. Ooh, I couldn't handle it. I don't know what I would do if I got it on me like that. I have gotten it on me. I put the glove on the wrong hand. Just a little bit of teak wood. Tap this in here. Remember, alcohol ink will move alcohol ink, so when you put this on here, it's going to move around. Thank you, love. And he saves the day. I don't know if y'all can see what it's doing. Put a little bit more espresso. And he got the yellow off, so I'm going to dab just a tad bit. Not much, just a little drop, just to give it a little bit of difference. These are a lot of fun because they don't do that perfect thing that the sponge does. I hope so, because I really love giraffes, guys. I really would like to carry this around. As I said, I'll come back in a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of the glitter, a little bit more teak wood, a little bit more espresso, and 1 drop of yellow. If you go over the top, remember it's going to move your alcohol around, but that's okay. The alcohol ink can move around, it's okay. That's what it's doing, little bitty dots. Now all I did was spray paint my cup gold, and then I sealed it with this clear triple thick glaze. And as I said, if I had waited a little bit, chances are I could have, it wouldn't have pulled up. But I wasn't gonna miss my live tonight with you guys, so my other one is still turning. So I might do something different with it. That's a little folly. There we go. Hello, Miss Patty, I got your message. I know what you're saying. That's because I lightened it. Bless her heart. That is her nose. Patty, all I'm using, this is, if you've come on and you haven't said hello, all I'm using is these natural sponges. And where you're located, you should have quite a few of those, Miss Patty. She's in Florida. All right, a little more teak wood, a little more espresso, and a dot of yellow. Go over that part again so that the alcohol will move around the alcohol ink. I kind of like, remember where the paint pulled up? You can, it's right there. And it goes fast, guys. Look how fast that went. I think it's fantastic. It's fun. You can do this with zebra print and with cheetah print. I don't know what else you would do this with. Look how the alcohol is moving around there. Love this. Love it. Love, love, love. Add a little bit more. Yes, it's giraffe print. Yes, it's giraffe print. I don't know how to answer you if you can't hear me, but yes, it's giraffe print. Oh, I can type it. Just using my sign language skills. How about that? Good. Yes, I teach beginning sign language to preschoolers, and that's one of the first things they learn is yes and no and sit down and be quiet. All right, so all I'm doing is going over it, making sure that everything has been touched, and everywhere that I touch on here is going to move a little bit. That's okay. I might add a little bit more yellow to it though, just because it needs a little bit of difference. You can do this. Ooh, imagine doing this in like blues and turquoises. All right, so now I am going to let this sit for a bit. Put all of my inks away. Oh, my poor husband. I had him undo this, and I think I used it 3 times. Shh, we don't tell him. It's our little club secret. Okay, so now I have My alcohol inks on the stencil. I'm not pulling up the stencil just yet. I want it to sit for a bit. I want to make sure it's completely dry. In fact, I might just help it along a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. My little blow dryer is the one. So we won't. Oh, it's been a day. Okay, and now I'm going to, over my trash can over here, I'm going to spray on some triple thick just to seal it in. Make it change the colors a little. It's okay, that happens, but I kind of like it. All right, I'm gonna take my gloves off just because they're sweating. And I'm done with the hard part. So now we're going to, all right, help me out here, guys. Do I pull it up and leave it alone, or do I add some glitter into certain spots, or do I just add in some glitter when I epoxy it? I don't know what to do. Help me, help me. I think what I'm trying to say is I'm scared to pull this up, but we shall see. And in this spot right here, I may add a little more alcohol ink because I know it's going to be a line. What should I do? What should I do? I'm your hero. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I don't hear that very often. So who's ready? Oh, it's pulling up my paint. Been a day, but that's okay. Because you know why? It doesn't look bad. My day just got worse. Yes, I'm going to tell you this one more time. Even though it doesn't look bad, make sure your paint dries at least 24 hours. Let it dry overnight. Doesn't look bad. It's not awful. In fact, it's not bad. I'm not mad at it. I've always wanted to say that. What do y'all think? I'm going to tell you again, let your spray paint dry before you apply any of this. Seal it, seal it, seal it. Then seal it again. I'm going to make a cup or a shirt that says that so everybody can go, what are you talking about? I'm talking about life. There we go. What do y'all think? Not so bad, huh? Now in some of the spots up here where the paint came up, I'm not mad at it. That. What do y'all think? I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I think I like it just the way it is. It is a representation of my day. Some spots are gorgeous and very well put together, and other spots are what just happened to me. And yet other spots are fill it in with a saying is stand tall, everything will be all right. So this is one way to do this. Now the other way you can do this is to spray paint your cup and then to epoxy it. When you epoxy it, your spray paint won't come up. Another option is to spray paint it, then put your glitter over it, then epoxy it, and then do this. You could do it that way. But remember, what I used was the natural sponges. That's what's giving it these looks right here. I would love to see one of you do this and not have my day. Guys, if you ever see me carrying this, you'll know I'm having another day. Miss Patty on here hasn't heard the whole story, but when she does, she's gonna be like, what? So, all right. I'm not going to add any glitter to this. I'm just going to leave it just like this. I'm going to seal it again. Seal it with my glaze. And guys, if you seal your alcohol ink and it turns green, give it a bit. It'll go back to brown. Another thing is if you seal it and it doesn't turn, it almost looks like a snake skin, doesn't it? If you watch it where I spray painted it here, everything's turning back to the color it's supposed to be. The other thing you can do as opposed to spraying it is to use Mod Podge. Just brush the Mod Podge over the top and it should be okay. So anyway, anyone have any questions for me? Y'all sure are a quiet group. Y'all don't say a lot. Y'all don't have many questions. I hope that I was able to teach you at least a little something. I'm going to upload the pattern. The pattern needs to be turned into a template by printing it on removable vinyl. I promise you this was removable vinyl. Print it on removable vinyl and then remove the parts that you want the alcohol ink or for your glitter to touch. Once it's done, remove your stencil, but I'm telling you, let your spray paint dry overnight and this will come up much better. So, all right, now my next thing I want to tell you is the contest from last week is officially over today. I am going to be mailing out contest winners tomorrow. So if you won something and you haven't gone to see if you've won anything, go over there now, because as of tomorrow, when I start printing out labels, I'm not going to print any more after that, because I'm going to do another drawing next week and I need to have more time to get all of that done. So another thing I wanted to know if you guys would be interested in learning how to use alcohol inks, puzzle tumblers glitter on pumpkins that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I can teach you how to do this using the glitters and then using epoxy to make it look like glass. But I need to know if you guys are interested in something like this. You would need to make sure that you have, if it's a follow along, that you would have the correct glitter with you. Chances are it's going to be her new orange glitter. It's a holographic, and it is on her site right now. Then after we paint this, we will cover it in epoxy, and when it's done, it looks like glass, but it's made from styrofoam. So just send me a quick note if you're interested in something like that. I can do that as well, so that you can get your glitter ordered in enough time. Anyway, guys, this is what I had for you today. I'm going to upload the stencil right now so you have it. If you have any questions, please, please, please send them to me. I will gladly answer them. And I hope you have a fantastic day and that you stay safe out there. Bye-bye.